Hi, my name is Cynthia England. I'm from Texas. Today is Friday, September 6, 2024. I'm at the National Quilt Museum in Paducah, Kentucky, where I have an exhibit right now that I'm actually thrilled to be here. This is one of my early quilts that I made at the very beginning, and I do a technique called picture piecing, and this is the quilt that I learned to do that technique. I used to do a lot of applique because I like the way applique makes things look real. And so all of this part is appliqued. And these little circles are yo-yos turned to the back side. They're like the size of a dime. And then these are bias bars. I was drawn to this photograph because it had the leaded glass in the entryway, and I was doing stained glass at the time. Then I had kids. I had 3 kids under the age of 6 at one point, and so I couldn't work with shards of glass, so I really started playing with fabric a lot more. I learned the technique that I use called picture piecing. It's not paper piecing, when I did this floor. And what happened was I was using freezer paper. Freezer paper was on top, freezer paper was on bottom, and you reverse the pattern. Well, it was late at night and I forgot to reverse the pattern, so I thought, I'm not going to redraw that, I'm just going to try it the way it came out. So this black and white tile floor, you actually sew with right sides together, paper facing paper. And when you open it up, if you mess up, you can just peel the freezer paper off and move it. So you can fix things really easy and correct things. And so after I made this quilt, I made a big landscape quilt, and that's how I got started being a quilt teacher, because everybody wanted to know how I made it. I had some fabric that had ladies' faces on it, and I made frames to go over that fabric, so that's actually a printed fabric. This is broderie purse, where you cut out that's a technique where you cut out a printed fabric and then applique it on, so that's how I did that. But this quilt took about 8 months to make.